Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the One Piece Volume Reviews. I'm your host, Jack Manelli from Manelli Studio Entertainment, and you better hit that like, comment, subscribe if you want to see this One Piece journey with me. Now, this is going to be a never ending journey, probably going to last years of content because there's over 100 of these volumes, and I don't plan on doing more than one a week. So, yeah. So, here's my volume. We got Monkey D. Luffy right there, Nami and Zoro, Zolo, whatever here. Romance Dawn. I got the old Shonen Jump volumes. You see, it's shiny, got gold piece, I like to call these. Remember when Shonen Jump books were not $8? Yeah, good old times. Now they're 11. This is a fantastic book. I love this volume. Got the first page right here. Let's see what was hot and new around this time. This is the 10th printing from 2007. The first printing is 2003. So these are hot books from 2007. So we got Prince of Tennis, Black Cat, Shaman King, Dr. Slump, that's almost over, at that Whistle, and Hikaru no Go. Yeah, all Shonen Jump staples, if you ask me. Here's the Goda right here as an alien. I'll read this out to you guys. I've been gathering and reading a bunch of reference material to do this pirate story, in quotation marks. However, the pirates that I admire so much in my youth hardly ever written records of their history. I guess they were just trying too busy having fun with their own adventures, and they forgot to leave their stories for the future generations. That's just the trouble with those damn pirates. Ichiro Oda, 1997. So, I'm assuming everyone here knows what this is. One Piece is the second biggest comic book of all time after Superman? Probably. Sold hundreds of millions of copies around the world. And Ichiro Oda is the mangaka, the creator, the artist, the writer, and yeah, this is his story, and that's very telling right here. His favorite pirates were in his youth were out having fun on adventures and didn't leave the story for future generations. Very interesting, that's very telling with Luffy and the Straw Hats, and you don't see them leaving stuff for the later generation. You do have when you get Nico Robin, the polygriffs and the Lost Generation and the 100-year time gap, and that's kind of a written history, but it's almost like lost. Like, it's lost history. It's the lost history. So that's very telling what's going to happen with these series. Like, Gold Roger, who we're about to be introduced to, there's not a lot about him, right? We know his death, and that's about it for a long part of the series. As right now, when this series was printed, so 2007, it was over 65 million copies, which again is no small feat. One Piece would have been 10 years old. 10 years old. Graphic novel, when people cared about the name graphic novel. Okay, chapter 1, Romance Dawn. Here's the table of contents. Got 8 chapters in this first book, 200 pages. That's a pretty respectable page count, to be honest, for $8. Here's everything that set it off. Now, I'm not going to compare this a lot to the anime, because I just don't know the anime that well. I know the manga a little better. But I will make some references to the anime. So, Here's the first page of the manga. It's the first thing of every anime episode, the first thing of the first episode. Gold Rogers about to get killed at the gallows. Let's see what it says. Gold Rogers, the king of the pirates, had achieved it all. Wealth, fame, and power had all been his. Not surprisingly, the final words spoke before they lopped his head off inspired adventure throughout the world to sail the seas. My treasure? Well, it's right where I left it. It's yours if you can find it, but you'll have to search the whole world. The world is about to witness the great era of piracy. Yo, got. Okay, I'm sorry. Those are for my 4 kids, people. Yeah. So my history with this series, I've been a One Piece fan since 4 kids. I loved it. As a kid, I loved the rap. I still love the rap. Gakko, train. I love it. And I'll tell you, I kind of like the One Piece intro. I love him saying, I left everything in one piece. It's pretty funny, pretty epic. 4 kids did a lot of bad things with the One Piece dub, but that was not one of them. And of course, the anime made this a lot more epic and had the ships setting out, and yeah. But setting up what the story's gonna be, King of Pirates died. We don't know how he got caught, and he had his treasure out there, and someone's gonna go, find it, and made the great pirate of era of piracy. Again, that doesn't a great era of piracy. That doesn't. Again, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. This sounds a little clunky to me, but yeah, good start. Boom, chapter 1. Great splash cover pages. You got Luffy, you got Nami, you got Shanks and the crew. Great cover pages. Gold. I got really nothing to say about that. Now, I'm not going to do what I did with that. I'm not going to read everything. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to comment on the things I love. I love this picture of Luffy, anchor. And I don't know if it's on purpose. Luffy's like that here. Luffy's, similar pose, same size. Stabs himself, showing him how reckless he is. He wants to join the Shanks crew. But, he's only a kid. I think he's about 7 right now. And little Luffy is strange. It's kind of like the young Sheldon and older Sheldon thing in the Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon is very much of I'm a serious person and I want to be treated like an adult. And then old Sheldon is I'm adult but I act like a child. So yeah, pretty interesting if you ask me. Showing his recklessness, he stabs himself in the eye, giving himself a scar. Which is similar to Shanks' eye, but we know, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but we know how he got that scar in his eye. Shanks is, kidding him around, saying, you can't join my crew, you can't even swim, foreshadowing what's about to happen. The crew's having a fun time. Now, there's 2 panels in this first chapter that's very important to the overall story of One Piece, and this is the first one. These last pirates right here. They say, calm down, Luffy. Let's just have a good time. Yeah, pirates always have a good time. The sea is a vast and there is a lot of islands to explore. And the best part of all, pirates have freedom. They're right there. That's Luffy's and his crew. Fun, exploring, and freedom. But there's one more thing missing. His philosophy of being a captain. And that's Mr. First Mate right here says, the safety of the entire crew in the ship rests on his shoulders. So Luffy's whole philosophy of being a captain in a pirate's journey is right there, and right there. Since chapter 1. Okay? Chapter 1, it was there. Fun, freedom, adventure, responsibility of being a captain. Great stuff, if you ask me. The Mountain Bandits, the first villains, and in this first volume at least, a theme of villain, and Oda does this a lot actually. So throughout the series, is these Mountain Bandits come in, they think they're the hottest stuff since sliced bread. He has a bounty on him, and he wants to drink, but all the pirates drink the stuff, and Shanks, is a good guy, gives him a bottle and cracks the bottle over there. Look right there. Luffy's eating the gum fruit. And he clowns Shanks, and Shanks has a laugh about it. This ain't serious. Shanks is like, this ain't worth my time. I'm going to be a Yonko one day. Like, again, we don't know how powerful Shanks is at this time. I don't know, right? But he has to be somewhat notoriety. We don't know how much, if he has a bounty at all. And I also want to make a note, go back here. These guys are at a small harbor village. And we'll see this again, pirates at a small harbor village. But it's not going to be this integrated. These pirates are a part of this town. And they're just living there as a base of operation. These are not bad pirates. Even though they talk about keeping hostages and stealing treasure and drinking a lot. Pillaging, hostages, and heavy drinking and swimming. So like they're implying they're bad guys, but what we see is that they're not bad guys. And they're so not bad when other bad guys come, they don't even care. They don't gotta prove they're tough. And Luffy doesn't like that. Luffy's like, you gotta be tough all the time. You gotta be a man. But the thing is, Luffy got hungry and ate the devil fruit, the gum fruit. And now he is a rubber boy. And he can never swim. So, he can never join the crew. Because you need to be able to swim to join a pirate crew. That's what they said. Series over. I'm just kidding. So yeah, you meet the mayor, who is going to be in a long line of old mayors. Luffy doesn't like the bandits talking bad about the pirates. Shanks and them returns, and this is a really, really, really cool moment in this chapter. Shanks always is gonna appear and stop whatever he does. Next time we see him, I think, is on Whitebeard's ship, and then after that is at Marineford. Always makes epic appearances, and the bandits are like, "Oh, I'm gonna count to 3 and I'm gonna blow your head off." And the pirates don't even need a count; they just shoot. And again, this is gonna be funny later in the next volume, and we're pirates. We don't have to play by the rules. Well, in the next volume, I'll comment, but Luffy is fighting Buggy, or Buggy is choking out the mayor of that town, and he's like, "Oh, you're playing dirty." Like, pirates don't play by rules. And we know Buggy and Shanks are from the same crew. So, yeah. Maybe that's what the old Captain Gold Rogers used to preach. But the reason why Shanks is so angry is that he doesn't care if they clown him. Right? They can clown him all he wants. But if they hurt a friend of his, oh, you're gonna get it. This guy's dead. Like, look at that. Like, this guy's dead. Shot point blank in the head. Okay? This guy's dead. Not coming back. No, don't go past go. And then, the pirates, the first mate burns the guy's eye out and then beats everybody up with the rifle. The pirate is a ninja. He gets away. Again, I think this is done much better in the anime. But this is cool, you got the Sea King there, about to eat Luffy. It can't be that deep of water. Shanks looks at it. Again, in the anime, it does and here it's just looking and just gets scared. Is this confirmed Conqueror's Haki? Does he know he's using it? Does he know? Comment down below. Let me know. He loses arm. And, Shanks is now going to leave forever, never to see Luffy again, and boom. Luffy is like, I'm going to be king of the pirates, and I don't need to be part of your crew anymore. Hold my... I love when Oda does this. The whiteness, and then the image. Luffy's crying. 10 years later, Gum Pistol, called back to... My arm is as powerful as a pistol. Now it literally is. And the guy who took Shanks' arm, he finally got revenge. He's like, okay, I'm strong enough to fight this. I can go on a journey. Now, Shanks was so strong, he didn't even have to punch him. And that's the goal, I guess, right? If this is Star Wars and Shanks is like the Obi-Wan, this is as... Luke is like, okay, this is as powerful that I need to be, right? So Luffy needs to be as powerful to not be able to fight somebody to win a fight. Like what Shank does. Like I said, in Marine 4, possibly the best point of the whole entire arc is Shank showing up. We'll get there one day. Maybe. And Luffy, I'm going to be king of the pirates. Yeah, there you go. First chapter done. Right? Took us long enough. Here's some nice sketches or drawings of First Mate. Great name. Pirate Captain, Red-Haired Shanks, and Luffy as a boy. And in the anime, this was like episode 3, I believe. And this is where the anime started. Luffy on the buoy, or whatever it's called, and going to die in the... whatever that's called. They call him Straw Hat Luffy. Chapter 2. Luffy with the straw hat, Jolly Roger, and the weird birds and creatures. So this is going to be a little arc when he fights the Alviva pirates. And this is really cool, setting her up. You see her face down there. See her, boom, she's powerful. You haven't seen her face. Maybe she is a beautiful woman. And she's like, oh, all you guys are filthy. I'm the best, most beautiful pirate around. Kobe, introduce of Kobe, the legend. Kobe the legend. First appearance in Alviva. Iron Mace Laviva. The lady pirate. Maybe Oda didn't know he was going to have other pirates that were ladies. And she kind of rules her pirates with a iron fist. And unlike Shanks, she has her own little island. And yeah, Luffy pops up. She has anger management problems. First mention of Zoro. Comment down below what it is. Is it Zoro or is it Zolo? I don't know. And Kobe, the lady pirate, and Kobe, the cabin boy. Again, is that a Viz thing? Following your dreams. Kobe, king of the pirates. But that means you have to make the whole world kneel to you. Wealth, fame, power. You have to achieve it all. And Luffy's like, yep. He's like, I'm going to do it because I made a promise. I'm going to ping the pirates or I'll die. And, that's a really nice statement. I have dreams and I will continue to follow my dream until I die. And if I die pursuing my dreams, so be it. While Kobe has a dream of being a Marine, but he's a little scared. You know, he doesn't think he has the power or the will to join the Marines. He can't even fight up to Alviva, and now he does. He calls her a ugly hag, and Luffy likes that. You know, he's like, okay, you're about to die. I'll save you. Like, I'll help you do your dream. And Luffy is a guy who is a guy who helps people, you know, pursue their dreams. Any cool panels, cool impact. Yeah, love that smile. This is a nice one. All these people here. You know, Luffy doesn't care. Like, you know, oh, that's a ugly person right there. Like, everyone's scared of her, and he's like, I don't care. They go out. Now, here's a step-by-step of the flag. The skull and crossbones. The crossbones are thigh bones. Da-dong. Here are some information regarding the pirate flag. The pirate flag is generally called the Jolly Roger, and it's a symbol of death. Scary, isn't it? There are many theories concerning the origin of the term Jolly Roger. Some say it comes from the French, the Jolly Rogue, or the living Red Lovely, possibly referring to blood. The Red Lovely. Another possibility is that Roger was originally the word rogue, meaning thief or villain, and there are those who say it relates to the old Roger, which was the name for the devil. Interesting facts. Enter Zolo, pirate hunter. Again, we were already introduced to the name Zoro or pirate hunter Roanoa Zolo by Alviva, saying, oh, maybe the famous bounty hunter is after me. So now we're going to finally meet him. And Luffy is in it. He wants to meet the guy, and if he's a good guy, he'll ask to join his crew. But he's a prisoner of the Navy, of the Marines. How can a prisoner be a good person? They should be in jail for a really good reason. That's what Kobe looks like. Kobe is an optimist. You know, even though he's coming from 2 years of pain, you know, because of a mistake. You know, he was just going to go fishing one day, and he went on to a pirate boat. But he still has this very optimistic view of the world. And it's about to kind of get shattered. So they're at this naval base, and they're there for two reasons. A, to drop Kobe off, for him to join the Marines, the Navy, whatever they're calling themselves. And to find the pirate hunter, Zoro. They eat, showing how much he likes to eat some more. I wonder who that bounty is. He mentions Zoro's name. People freak out. They're like, that's kind of weird. But then Kobe mentions the Captain Morgan, who is the leader of this base, and they're still freaking out. And Kobe's like, well, how can they be so afraid of the captain? He's a captain. He should be a good guy. And here they are, and this is a really epic scene. You know, here's the base, and Luffy's like, hey, okay, you go your way, I'm going to go my way. First appearance of Zoro, and then boom. You know, this is a way to make an entrance. Zoro being crucified, you know, kind of, you know, for his sins, for other people's sins, and he will be doing that for the rest of the series. He will be taking the burden of some of his crewmates. Can't wait to get there. And this scene is kind of contradictory. What's going to happen immediately after? You know, he is asking them to help him escape, which is weird. And this will also be a time where we see him with his bandana on without his swords. He usually only wears the bandana when he's fighting. Maybe Oda hasn't figured that out yet. He couldn't. I wouldn't let him kill them. That's how powerful Luffy is. Like, I'm powerful. And there's little girls here giving him food. You're like, what the heck? He's a criminal. All criminals are bad. You know, he's gonna kill everybody. He's gonna kill that girl. Then he's he's been here for 9 days, I think. And the girl, it made him food. And then Nepo baby right here is again, he's like the mountain bandit, like Alviva. Like, I'm so great. But unlike the mountain bandit, unlike Alviva, Nepo is not great for any reason besides I am the son of Captain Morgan, and you fear Captain Morgan, so you should fear me. He out of all the villains in this, he is almost the worst, besides one other thing. He destroys the girls' donuts, and she's like, I should kill you, but I'm not going to. Aren't you a stubborn one? That's right, I'm gonna last out the entire month. So now he's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here for a month. Just right, 3 pages ago, he's like, let me out now. Break me out. But if he left now, that little girl would be in danger. So I don't know. And again, oh, look at that panel. Look at that panel. That's a beautiful panel right there. So beautiful. Stuff like this reminds me of stuff Kubo does in Bleach. And this is when Luffy makes the decision of Zoro joining the crew because how he treats the girl. And Luffy's a man of action. He's not really a man of words. Like, he doesn't, like, this is him deciding it right here. There. He decided. He's in my crew. And he does that a lot in these early volumes. Yeah, so this is their discussion. Zoro is like, pirates are low. But Luffy's like, his dream is to become pirates. And this whole little story arc is about dreams. All of One Piece is about dreams and treasure and freedom, right? But this is really about dreams. Kobe has a dream. Luffy has a dream. And we're going to find out Zoro has a dream. Even Captain Morgan has a dream. His dream of being great and having a giant statue of himself. So what I just said about Luffy saying he's already decided for him to join, not really. He's like, I'm thinking about it. Your reputation is bad. And then, being a pirate, that's kind of funny. Again, this is kind of, the hypocritical. All I got to do is survive this month. Luffy can free him right now. But, like I said earlier here, he's like, free me, and I'll give you half a bounty. It's kind of funny. And he eats the donut, and the dirt donut, and tells the girl. And that's, Luffy likes that. Luffy's like, okay, this is a good man. And the reason why he's in the gallows is because Nepo's dog was being fresh with the girl. Zolo threatened it, and they made a little deal, survive a month, and he'll let everyone go. But here he is, shouting off his mouth that he's going to die in 3 days, and there's only one thing, it's not, Shanks' thing was the friends, which is also Luffy's thing. Zoro is not his friend right now. He likes Zoro, but they're not friends. But one thing Luffy hates is people asserting their power when they have no real power or when they are hypocrites. We'll see this same exact thing hundreds of chapters from now with the celestial dragons. Hanepo here is like a celestial dragon. I have power just because, and I'm going back on my word, and Zoro's gonna die. And now he made this decision. He's gonna join his crew. Okay, this is how you draw the Jolly Roger Scroll and Crossbones. If this video gets 10 likes, I'll draw one. Okay? 10 likes, I'll draw one. Chapter 4. The Great Captain Morgan. Again, there you go again. The Great Captain Morgan. All these people are great. The Bandit is great. Alviva is great. Alviva is great. Now there's the Great Captain Morgan. And we're going to have a great scene in a moment. Nepo is like, Nepo baby is like, I'm going to tell my daddy on you. And, yeah, Captain Morgan. So great. Such an amazing introduction of a character. Again, he's a captain, so he's somewhat powerful, but he's not really that powerful. We're going to learn. Luffy and Zoro are going to whoop them. They're talking about how, the taxes and how people aren't paying his great taxes, and it's because they're poor. He's like, I don't care they're poor. I'm great. He's just a straight up bad guy. We're back here, and he loves these transitioning panels. Luffy's telling him what's up. They're going to kill you. Join my crew. Nepo doesn't understand why the dad can't kill Luffy right now. And, they got the statue. And right here is pretty interesting. Why should I fight your battles? You're big enough to wipe your own bottom. I don't mind if you use my status, but I only lay hand on people who defy me. Don't fool yourself. You are not the great one. I am. I am the great one. And showing more of his bad guys. I don't care if people are poor. This little girl was on my ground. Kill her. Hey, you, go kill her. Or, oh, you don't listen to me? That's mutiny. Like, anyone who defies him gets killed. He's putting up his statue that took years to make. Luffy does the gum power. Wait, before that, let me see. Zoro giving Luffy directions. He's going into the forest. That's one dumb pirate. Again, I don't think he had the complete idea yet of Zoro. So Luffy gets up here and he breaks the statue. And look at Morgan's face. He's devastated. And now he's going to kill him. And Kobe's helping. Yeah, and he's helping because of... He personally doesn't believe Zoro's a good guy, but Luffy does. And Luffy's crazy. But Luffy... Yeah, so Luffy is very inspiring to the people around him, making everyone a better person. Talking about dreams, and his dream is to become king of the pirates, and he's going to die trying. And he's going to die trying becoming a Navy person. And yeah. Any cool other panels here? That's a great panel. That's a great panel. cartoony. You know, Luffy's essentially a cartoon character. Gum Gum Rocket, so that's another move. There's Pistol and Rocket. Yeah, pretty good chapter. Make your own pirate flag. So examples. If I get 15 likes, not only will I draw a Jolly Roger, I will draw an original Jolly Roger. Alright? For the Manelli Studio Empire. 15 likes. The King of the Pirates and the Master Swordsman. Again, these are the two dreams. And now, look, they are on the same page together. The same cover page. Again, Luffy's kind of dumb. He drank his drink. Now he's drinking the dolphin's drink. Or he wants to. Dragging Haneppo. Using him as a shield. That's a pretty funny gag. Kobe's been shot. Kobe tells Zoro what he did. Luffy did. They're going to kill everybody. There's the swords. Captain Morgan's going to kill him. And then I Can't Die Yet. Flashback. One of many flashbacks we're going to get of all the Straw Hats and their upbringing. This is the shortest one by far. Zoro's this guy right here. He's a kid, but he's stronger than most adults. This is his rival. But she's a girl, so she's kind of like, one day I'll be weaker than you because you're going to grow up into be a man. And she dies. And that's how he developed. He gets 2 swords, and he takes her sword, and I wonder what he's going to use that for. They're about to die. Luffy saves them. Great. Again, you know, I don't know, Christian imagery is the right word, but it's definitely there. He's a rubber man, so the bullets rub off of him. He joins the crew. He joins the crew. Great, great, great panel. You must be a demon spawn, but I'm not ready to die without a fight. All right. All right. You've got yourself a pirate. Pretty good. That was a good chapter again. These chapters are becoming a lot faster now. You know, this guy low-key sexist. He's telling his daughter that you will become weak one day. Yo, cancel this dude right here. You sensei, you're canceled. Alright, you're canceled. You're on notice. And then this is a kind of designing of the Captain Morgan. Helmeppo was a character. So my first thought was creating Captain Morgan, where he has to be left cliff chin and hair like Haneppo. This was the one I came up with originally. His name wasn't Morgan, it was Chop. So his title was Naval Captain Chop or Sailor Chop, which again, he liked that name Chop, and that's going to become Chopper, I'm guessing. And then this is how he came to the original one. Then a new one, the final product. Interesting. So Zoro's goal here is to become a master swordsman, I believe. Him and the girl here promise each other to become the greatest swordsman around. But she dies, so he takes on the goal, and he will die trying to become the greatest swordsman. Just like how Luffy will die trying to be king of the pirates. They both want to be great. Chapter 6, number 1. He's no ordinary human. He's eating the power of the devil fruit. I don't know if that's the first time reference to devil fruit, because everything else is like the tree of the devil, the fruit of the devil, or the gum gum tree, or the gum gum fruit. And I'm not going back to read it. That's one of the earliest mentionings of the devil fruit. And look at this. First one of you to move died. And then they all start to cry. Great stuff. Showing how powerful he is. And he's a starving. For the whole, like a lot of the early chapters or volumes of One Piece, Zoro is never at full power. Never at full power. He's either injured or tired or hungry or uninterested. He's never at full power like he is right now. But he still is a badass. Gum Gum Whip. New move. So we got 3 moves now. He's a rubber man. Boom. Epic. Dun dun. They just took all the Navy men. All there left is Captain Morgan. And he's like, you're all weaklings. Kill yourself. And they're so afraid of this man right here that they are about to kill themselves. Like, that's pretty crazy. But then, like, destroyed this lousy Navy. This is a guy who believes in the Navy 100%, but he sees how corrupt Captain Morgan is. He sees how corrupt his makes the people around him is. He is cancer to the Navy. But this is also showing he's a captain, just like how Captain Alviva. There are bad pirates and they're bad Navy men. Or women, I don't know. Showing that there is a lot of grayness in the One Piece world. Because the Navy is going to be a huge villain to Luffy. Because he is a pirate. He is an outlaw. They are not allies. Look how Morgan's strong. Like, look at that. That's pretty freaking powerful right there. But Luffy is more agile than him and beats him up. Look up the 4Kids version of this. Punches Luffy, Helmeppo, and Zoro takes out Morgan from the back, by the way. So it was not really an honorable defeat. Again, pirates don't play fair. This is going back to, this is, he only likes not playing fair when it works for him. Great image, great image. And that's kind of like a reverse of the last of this one. Same chapter. You know, Luffy's here, Zoro's back. Zoro's here, Luffy's back. Right? Captain Morgan. Chapter 7, Friends. The bad guys are defeated. And they are happy. The Navy is happy. You know, the thing is, he's knocked out. Like, you know, does he lose his rank? Oh, you lost to a pirate, you lose your rank. Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know. But they're oh, hooray, we're free. And then they eat at the you know, knocks out, so he needs to recover. Eats 9 days worth of food. And then Kobe is like, but the two of you taught me to fight what I believe in. So they're discussing like, oh, if they found out you were the cabin boy of Alviva, the lady pirate, you're gonna probably not get in there. They're gonna probably think you're a spy. The Marines, Navy kicked them out. Luffy is like, we ain't know you. We don't know this kid. And then Luffy starts being a cartoon and telling them all the stuff they shouldn't know about Kobe. And Kobe's like, shut up. Kobe just became a man right at this page. Again, he's becoming a man several times in this volume. This is another time he becomes a man. And then Luffy beats him up. And then the new leader of the town is like, get out of here. Then Kobe's like, I want to join you. I'm going to become a Navy officer. And he's screaming. This is a great close-up. You know, I'm no pirate. I'm going to be a Navy officer. You know, that's Luffy declaring, I'm going to be king of the pirates. That's Zoro saying, I'm going to be the greatest swordsman in the world. I'm going to be a Navy officer. And God darn it, this kid becomes a Navy officer one day. Deco Jr. right here, or Deco the First right here, my friends. First greatness, and then Luffy, the whole Marines, the Navy, salute them, and no dinner for a week. They're going to the Grand Line. I wonder if that's the first thing of the Grand Line. The Great Age of Piracy. See, the pirates, they were all about downloading movies and, you know, their favorite manga off the internet. I'm not going to read that. So last chapter, Nami. So we got, what was the second chapter? Let's go to the table of contents. We got, they call him Straw Hat Luffy. Enter Zolo. And now, Nami. Again, cover page, cute. They don't know where they're going. They see a bird. Luffy get caught by the bird. Flashback with these, you know, this chapter's entering Nami. There she goes running. Big galleon right here at some... Luffy comes out, calls him boss. Don't touch the hat. They kind of, you know, first indication, you know, we know the hat's precious because it's from Shanks, but like, first instance of the hat is very important. Then we're saying, my name is Nami. I'm a specialist in robbing pirates. Want to team up with me? Robbing pirates. And yeah, that's the ending. You know, this chapter is cool, but, you know, just a lot of setup. You know, the flashbacks of that. Zoro beating up the people. Kind of entering that they're the buggy pirates. And that this is that's the buggy galleon right there. Almost against circus-like. You know, there's a top hat. There's the Big Ten, and there's the skull and bones right there. Yeah, end of the first volume. Now there's the making of One Piece, talking about the 2 one-shots that Oda made. One in 1968, Romance Dawn version 1. Very similar to what we got now. And then Romance Dawn version 2, which came out, I guess, after this came out. The book, but maybe the original idea was before, and this introduced Garp. I think his name's Garp. Well, that's Garp. Yeah. Facts about Oda, the author, artist, creator of One Piece. He's born January 1st, 1975. He's a Capricorn. He's his Chinese sign is a rabbit. He's blood type A. Favorite animal is big gentle dogs. Favorite video games is Puyo. Favorite music, 70s soul music, which again, that's what Frankie is. Hidden talents, making good coffee. I gotta hang out with you, Oda. I got some coffee over here. I love drinking good coffee. It's cold. Place he's been, Japan and America. I want to go to Japan. I've been to America. Favorite real life pirate, Blackbeard. Interesting possessions, Legos, Playmobil figures, swords, flintlocks, a cow skull. Again, yeah, that's One Piece Volume 1, Romance Dawn. Very interesting. The beginning of an epic journey starts with this book, my friends. You know, without this, we wouldn't be on volume 101 or 5 or whatever we're at right now. 1,000 plus chapters, 1,000 plus episodes, all started right here in this book. You know, every journey starts somewhere. Is this the greatest book right here? Is this the epic book? No, but it's good. This volume is good. It has very good and simple storytelling. You know, manga back then was very simple. It was not big and flashy, but it was solid storytelling. And these themes of treasures and dreams are powerful, and they're going to be in the series for the rest of the series. You know, these are, you know, what Luffy's fighting for still today are the same things he's fighting for here. Some people may say that's bad. Like, where's the development? I say that's just consistency. You know, Oda's not really making these characters to grow and change. He's making these characters to be architects of certain, you know, belief systems. You know, they're for the most part flat character. Kobe's probably the most dynamic character in this whole volume, and we're not going to see him again for like forever. You know, we'll see him eventually in the cover pages when he meets Garp, but after that, what we're going to see him in the end of Enies Lobby, right? So what, 30, 40 chapters, 40 volumes from now? 40 volumes from now? So yeah, this is a great volume. Let's check out the rest of the book just to see what's going on. So Naruto was hot. $8. Yu Yu Hakusho. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. $8. Own this whole series. Own this whole series too, by the way. Shaman King. Not anymore with Viz. It's with Kodansha right now. Own this whole series. And tell us what you think about Shonen Jump manga. You know, we always talk about the big three, but this Death Note, big four right here. In Shonen manga, this is the big four. Debate me, okay? This is the big four. Shonen Jump magazine, 12 issues for $30 a year. Pretty good deal. Yeah, you want to cut your manga, and then you're reading the wrong way. Whew, that was a long one, guys. Thank you for staying to the very end. If you did, if you stayed to the very end, comment down below. Abracadabra. All right, abracadabra. That was fun, guys. I loved going through this book. I love One Piece so much. I love this volume. You know, the series has been a part of me for my whole life, basically, almost my whole life, and I can't wait just to go through it with you guys. I got volume 2 ready to already read. I'm gonna review that right after I'm done with this one. This is probably gonna be over an hour long. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna take a break actually, but I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you had some cool facts. Hope you stay tuned to continue this journey with me. I'm gonna do more than just One Piece. I'm gonna do some American comic books as well, but right now One Piece is my priority, and yeah. So give me a thumbs up. Again, 10 thumbs up, I'll draw a Jolly Roger. 15 thumbs up, I will make my own original Jolly Roger for the channel. But if I don't get those, I won't do it. And I'm Jack Manelli from Jack Manelli Entertainment. Signing out, saying see you next time. And don't forget, Geico, Geico.